You're tuned in live to Channel 12 KACS with Sierra Paul, Keldrick Bonton, Alicia Cook, and Scott Semino, providing you all the latest news.
Good morning, America. You're watching KACS Channel 12 News. I'm Scott Semino.
And I am Alicia Cook. We have some very exciting news for you today. Up first, we will talk a little about ULM's campus dining, how students really feel about the food choices, and a possible renovation for the Student Union building. Here's Scott with more on that topic.
Food options are always an essential part of any college campus life. Allie Lucas explains how some students have mixed feelings about the options that are available on ULM's campus.
I think the campus dining that's provided is very good. I think we have a lot of options. I mean, the food's not amazing.
But as ULM freshman Tyler McGough explains, not everyone is always necessarily ecstatic about the amount of space available to eat lunch and dinner in ULM's dining halls.
They need to add more tables or something, or add more tables outside, or do something. But it's pretty bad. I go in at around noon time most times, and I can't even find a table, unfortunately.
Robert Hogue, food service director at ULM, explains that plans are in the works to increase capacity for sitting in ULM's dining halls.
We're still looking at different options, costs associated with those options, and we should know something hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks.
But as Hogue explains, renovations to the Student Union building are not the only thing that campus dining has planned for the future.
We are looking for the possibility of what Airmark calls a pod, and it's a smaller type grocery, coffee shop, sandwich shop.
So whether you enjoy the options that are available on campus or you want to see something new come to campus, one thing that everyone can agree on is that improvement is always possible. Scott Semino reporting for KACS Breaking News.
Well, all that talk about food has my stomach rumbling, but I won't be leaving for a lunch break anytime soon. However, I do know a few students that may be leaving ULM's campus a bit earlier than expected. Changes to the mass comm curriculum have students taking 12 less hours than before. Here is Sierra Paul with more on that story.
The ULM Mass Communications Department has decided to change the mass comm curriculum. While some feel that the change is efficient, others feel that the change is not as beneficial to them. I'm Sierra Paul, and here's more on that story.
No, I don't think it's fair because the people that are graduating now had to take all the classes, including, the classes now as in video production. You had to take some journalism and some other classes, but now students don't have to take those classes, and it seems like they're cheating out a, learning experience.
The new curriculum now requires students to have 30 hours of mass communication courses instead of 42. With the new curriculum, students will have to take particular classes in order to fulfill their desired concentration.
I think that it's been a very good move for the students. I think that when they go to an employer, I think it'll make you more marketable because the concentrations say to your employer, your potential employer, that you have really thought about what you want to do for your career. So I think it gives a confident image to your employer and makes you more marketable.
Well, there you have it, the opinions of both the students and the faculty. Although the new degree sheet is optional right now, beginning with the 2012 course catalog, students will no longer have an option. I'm Sierra Paul with KACS Channel 12 News.
Well, it's always great expecting to walk across stage with that cap and gown. Up next, we have ULM's own Keldrick Bonton, who not only walked across stage as a graduate, but walked straight to stardom.
My name is Kel. I'm 21 years old from Alexandria, Louisiana, and I love music. Yeah.
Despicable me, that's what I said when I came out. Never thought there'd be a way to get my name out. I was still a kid. 'Cause I don't don't know nobody in my city making music like this. I'm bad to the bone, had to be strong. This is my dream, so I did it.
Well, I say I first became interested in music when I was about like 5 years old. I used to be riding around with my dad, and he'd always play like old 70s classics like Earth, Wind and Fire. And he'd play stuff like Luther Vandross. Different artists that really inspired me are people like Earth, Wind and Fire, Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, just to name a few, Kanye West, Drake, Janelle Monáe, and I mean I could go on and on, but there's like a lot of different artists that really inspired me to do what I do and influence me in the different type of music that I make. My biggest accomplishment is just being able to connect with people the way I have with my music, and for people to really relate to me, and when they listen to me and say that they really, feel where I'm coming from, it makes a difference in their lives, and that's really my whole reason for doing this in the first place. Although I don't really believe in different genres, I feel like the hip-hop genre probably is the best outlet for me to really express myself creatively like I really wanted to, because with hip-hop you have so many different ways you could go with it. You can really branch out and to do different things with it, so I feel like hip-hop was a good fit for me.
Pretty yellow girl, long hair like Malone, would've never had a chance if I never made a song. It sound like the South with the same old tone, and it keeps going on and on. But I'ma change that. Gotta bring it.
I really don't have too many disappointments. I've had a lot of setbacks, but I found that when a setback is always like a setup for major comebacks. I plan on giving the world a little bit of me, and really letting people know that they're not alone out there, and that they can really overcome anything as long as they have faith in God. That's what I want to get to the world.
So like you remember that song when I was sitting in front of your class and writing. I used to always pass you messages and like you always leave class and you'll throw it away. I see you throw it away. You didn't even read it, but it's all good because.
Well, that's all that we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to KACS Channel 12 News. Until next time, I'm Scott Semino.
And I am Alicia Cook, signing out.
You were watching Breaking News with Channel 12, KACS. Until next time, goodbye, America.